The church was founded we started actually in on November the 12th, 2016, with the hope of running small groups. But instead of opening a church for small groups, it just became a large congregation of folks who joined us. So when we came to the church, one of the things that we emphasized was the mission, to touch a life for Christ with a message of hope and incorporating fellowship and love for one another. So with that, every time someone came to the church, those three areas were emphasized and were encouraged. So because of that, utilizing love, having fellowship at the facility, folks just started coming. Instead of a babysitting program, which is one of the things that we wanted to do, it started to become a church, automatically a church, and not only a small group.
When I arrived here, not just that I didn't speak the language, but I came with $100 in my pocket. That was all the money to survive, and a suitcase with some clothes. So my life started with that. And from there, I just saw that God was guiding me and providing me. Very emotional when I think back how I started on the second time when I went in the church. The Pastor Juliana, was waiting me with a little plant rose. And that was just so emotional. I felt that I belong over there. Was interesting how the church started to build different nationality. Over there was no color, no difference. We was one.
I met Eva, we fell in love, and I loved that she was a woman of God. So she brought me to Grace Place Church. The first day I went there, I felt like this is my home. The love, the family, they made me feel so welcome. And I wanted to get baptized to rededicate my life to Christ.
My husband is my high school love.
March 3rd is when we went to the hospital. March 4th is when we found out what the true problem was. I had polycystic kidneys, and I was in end-stage renal failure, which means that my kidneys are not working at an optimum rate, and there are toxins building in my body, and that is deadly.
At that point, there was no discussion about medication, regimen, or treatment. Right. It was basically, he needs a transplant ASAP. And I decided to get tested to see if I was going to be a match. And it happened so not only were we compatible, but I was a perfect match for him.
Perfect. Lotto.
And so we
I hit the lotto.
So we had the surgery in March. It's that long journey. And I donated my kidney. I donated my left kidney to my husband, and his was placed in his right.
Yes, yes.
What attributed to the success, I believe, is our faith in God and trusting in God through this process, because it wasn't an easy one. It was very difficult. We had no family around us. So our church family was our family.
Oh, backbone right
So
there,
our church family is the one that uplifted us, encouraged us,
kept on praying,
constantly praying.
Came over with a convoy,
and, yeah,
and pictures.
The most overwhelming but beautiful experience was the Sabbath before we went into surgery. The church came with a convoy, with vehicles, and to send us off with love, with songs, with prayers, with postcards.
Prayer works.
And it was a beautiful thing because the community was able to see it as well.
Yes.
And so when you don't have your family, our family's so far away in New York.
We have our church family.
When our family is far away geographically, your whole family takes that place. And that was very important and critical for us. And they continue to be our strength and our anchor.
So God has been leading the Grace Place, has been leading us. And I'm just so excited about what he has done. Although I did not see where this was going to go, God was carrying me. And now we became an official church on March the 28th. And I give all the praise and all the glory to our Heavenly Father.